President Trump, if you see this, please save us. I don't even see our American flag anymore. Biden's talking with some kind of crazy flag. This is America. This is our land. Please, President Trump. Please, please. I hope you have a plan.
This is a message for my white lady friends. Everybody else can keep going. Ladies, now is not the time to crash out on this app, okay? I've seen 4 videos this morning of white ladies crying on this app and saying it's too much and they can't handle it. I know, okay? I know, I feel you. This is really hard. Communities of color have been warning us about exactly what is happening. Okay, you might not have processed that this was gonna happen, but they have. They've been processing it, they've been seeing it, and they've been trying to get our attention. We have not really been listening. If you're feeling like you're crashing out right now, you need to focus on yourself a little bit, because you can't help if you're not focused on taking care of your own mental and physical wellness, okay? So you need to, if you're freaking out and you're like, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't even know what to do right now, you need to hydrate, okay? You need to eat healthy food. You need to take a walk. You need to develop a meditation or prayer practice that helps provide you some calm and some grounding. You are not going to be any help if you are just spinning out. If you have ever posted a black square, okay, or if you have been talking about how you want to wear a blue bracelet to show you're one of the good ones, the first thing you need to do is like get your own house in order.
They cheered for it, they voted for it, they told the whole world they were ready to take America back. But now that the policies of Project 2025 are here, the same people who called everyone else snowflakes are now the ones panicking. White privilege doesn't teach survival skills, and now as the country shifts in a weight of the very same agenda they supported, fear in their eyes says it all. They never thought they would have to live through what they wished on everyone else. I want us to watch these videos together, guys. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my good name is Gracey D. Kindly consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know what your thoughts are. So let's dive right ahead and we'll come back with more commentary.
I literally just told my husband that if he dies before me, I'm going to join him shortly thereafter, because of everything that those bastards are letting happen to this country. Right now we're okay because we're living off my husband's pension, and I'm still working a little bit, but if my husband goes, the pension goes, because we wanted to get the most out of the pension. So I don't get it after he goes. And there's no way I can afford to live in our house without Social Security. I'm not going to be able to afford the medical. Those fucking bastards. This is serious shit. This is really serious shit, what's going on with Elon Musk and Trump. Fuck you.
It's time to speak up. Well, it appears the joke's on me. It appears I have been the biggest fool alive. You see, before the last couple of days, I knew that there was a segment of MAGA who just hated, who just wanted to burn the world down, and they don't care who they hurt. In the meantime, I knew there was that section, but I really, really thought that most of MAGA just didn't get it. I really thought they just didn't understand. They didn't understand economics because it's complicated. They hadn't studied Project 2025, so they didn't know what was coming. But I really thought when he got in there and started doing the things that hurt so many people, that they would realize, and that they would. But they don't care. Y'all have been telling me this for 2 months, and I kept saying, no, we just have to explain it to them. We just have. Now, I know there are a few, and I thank you guys. You make it worth sticking with this. But over the last couple of days, I have realized that the majority of Republicans do not care how many people are hurt. And they are exactly what Palpatine said. They're the ones he was talking about when he said he could unalive someone in public and they would still vote for him. I thought they just wanted lower egg prices. I thought they were struggling in the economy and it was hard and they wanted their lives to be easier and they listened to that. And that's why they voted for him. But they don't care. They literally don't care how many other people in this world are hurt. See, the difference is I'm willing to pay more for my eggs. If it means no one in my country goes hungry tonight, I am willing to pay more for my eggs. If it means everybody can have an egg. But they really don't care. And I am heartbroken that so many in my country don't care. That so many won't go love their neighbor. But I want to thank those of you who are. You're the ones keeping me going. Go love your neighbor.
So let me tell you what's happening. White people have no idea, European Americans have no idea how to operate life in survival mode. And that's what's coming. Even those of us, I have a huge ass trauma timeline, and I still experience that with my privilege in place. I got a lot of survival skills, very resourceful, but still, I have privilege. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen when they cut your Medicaid? What's going to happen when they cut your Medicare as a white person? What's going to happen when they gut special education services for your white kids at school? What's going to happen when they gut mental health services for your white kids at school? What's going to happen when groceries become way too expensive to buy? What's going to happen? We don't know how to survive that shit. And we are so individualistic that we don't have community to fall back on either. And so many white people right now have no idea what's coming. We are about to be in a place where we have to figure out how to survive. And a lot of other communities that aren't white are saying good luck. Because we did this to ourselves. 3 out of 5 white men wanted Trump, 1 out of 2 white women wanted Trump. And Trump and Musk are destroying everything. Because y'all thought they'd protect your whiteness. Or you thought a billionaire gave a fuck about you. And it's falling apart. That is what's happening right now. And it's about to get real bad.
It's time to speak up. This message is for anyone who ever voted for Donald Trump. I grew up in a Republican county in a Republican state. And so I understand what we've been told over and over. And I understand why some of you voted for him. I do. I didn't agree and I didn't vote for him, but I can understand how you got there. But I want you to know that any of you who are now realizing this isn't what you wanted, he lied to you. Any of you who are now feeling like you regret that mistake, I promise you, I will never say, I told you so. Not ever. I will run to you with open arms and say, welcome home, because the hate has to stop somewhere. And it stops with me. It stops with me. Come home. Come back to the rest of your American family. There will be some, like the cranky old relatives, who are going to talk like that to you, but it won't be me. And you have a place here. Come home and join us. Help us save our country. Go love your neighbor.
It's crazy, guys, that we're seeing so many people realizing what they did. And they're not realizing because what they did, they think is wrong. They're only doing it because they are being affected by their own mistake. They are being affected by their own hate, racism, and all that. For everything that they voted for, they never thought that there will ever come a time that these policies are gonna affect them. They were very much okay with everyone else suffering with these policies that the new administration had, but now that it's actually hitting home, people are coming on social media saying how sorry they are, saying that they didn't realize this is what they were voting for. And now they want to blame the new administration. Well, they only have themselves to blame. Not only in one video or any comment that I've come across of anyone saying, I wish I voted blue. I should not have wasted my vote. These people, they would rather suffer than voting for a black woman or voting for what they think would benefit other people. Now, they voted this way for the minorities and the black Americans to suffer and all that. They were so happy when they rolled back on DEI, most of them not knowing that they were actually part of DEI hires. They voted against Obamacare because they didn't know Obamacare was the same as the Affordable Care Act. And every time that Trump and his administration, and when he was doing his campaigns out there saying that and promising all the time that he's going to appeal Obamacare, they were out there celebrating and shouting and very happy because they thought Obamacare meant black people and poor people. And now that these policies are actually affecting them, I've seen so many of them crying on social media, even as the lady you've seen in the start of the video telling their own, you don't have to do this, you cannot afford this right now, you need to take care of yourself. Because what black people and people of color have been warning us, they've been telling this over and over again, but because it was not affecting us, we never thought to sit down and look it in another direction. What if this happens to me? What if these same policies that I'm actually voting for come and start hitting back at me? It's crazy now that everyone else is suffering, but these people, they don't know how they're gonna survive this. They don't know how life is gonna be like in the next 4 years. You all were voting to make America great again. You all said that you are voting for better price groceries. And looking at since President Donald Trump began his second term in January 2025, grocery prices in the United States have continued to rise, contrary to his campaign promises to lower them. In Feb 2025, the Consumer Price Index indicated that food prices increased modestly with notable surges in specific categories. And you all were voting for him to lower the price of groceries. And now you want to put everything that's happening on the previous administration. It's because of Biden's that our eggs are very expensive, because they gave me the office when the economy was in a mess and I'm only trying to fix it. You all are looking for people out here to blame everything that's happening on you, but you don't want to be accountable. So furthermore, President Trump's implementation on new tariffs such as 25% duty on Canadian steel and aluminum imports has raised concerns about potential increase in consumer goods price, including groceries. These trade policies could contribute to further inflation in food prices despite the administration's pledges to reduce cost. So you are out here saying that you voted for, good for a better country, for egg prices to be, to be down and groceries and all that, but I think most of you voted because you never thought that these policies were going to affect you. And now that because it's affecting you, you all want to be out here crying and saying how sorry you are. Like now, looking at, I went on this search that these people had done. The cost of several items from the local Kroger, Speedway, and Home Depot stores, prices under democracy-loving President Joe Biden Trump on January 17, 2025 were as follows. Eggs, $3.99 a dozen. Milk, $2.69 a gallon. Butter, $4.49 a pound. And all these that I'm be putting on your screens that you'll be seeing. And the prices now under the new administration, like things like eggs, it's $5.29 a dozen. Milk, $2.79 a gallon. Butter, $4.29 apart. I also put the prices or the comparisons on your screens for you guys to see. So this definitely tells us of what we've been seeing on people crying most on social media, on TikTok and all that, is that most were not voting because they wanted these prices to go down. Most of them voted because they thought it was the other party that was gonna suffer, and now that everyone is suffering and everyone is in the find out era with everyone else, even those people that didn't F around are now forced to be in the find out era because of the mistakes you people did. And now you want to be on social media saying that you regret your vote, saying that you didn't know all these, saying that he said Project 2025, he had nothing to do with it, and you all believed, instead of you going out there and doing your own research, you believed words that came out from a politician's mouth. And you stick with that. And even when people try to tell you that these are all lies, and people when try to talk to you, you called them woke, insulted them, and now that it's affecting you, you want to be out here. I don't know, but you actually getting what you voted for, as people are telling you. You effed around and now you're finding out. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching up to this part, and until the next episode, bye.